We will call the Common Council back to order. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll to determine a quorum.
Alderperson Rote.
Here.
Vitale.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
Barzak.
Here.
Chapletsky.
Here.
Haas.
Here.
Lysick.
Here.
May.
Here.
Probst. Here. Reinke. Here. 10 present, none excused.
We have a quorum. Administration and Finance Committee, Alderman Vitale.
Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, before I proceed with my communications and resolution, tonight I felt some support, to welcome the new Alderman Kevin Haas, to Administration and Finance. So,
All right. Thank you.
so I move on with the Administration and Finance. We have a 9 and 13, we're going to hold it. Then in 10, 11, and 12, we place it on file, Mr. Mayor. Then we have item 14 through 21. No, yeah, 14 through 21, but we're going to read 19 separately. So, Mr. Mayor, I move for adoptions of those items. Then we have the city attorney claim report, place on file 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26 for denial. Mr. Mayor, I should move for approval.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, we have item 19. Initial resolution to authorize $505,000 for a general obligation bonds for the city of West Allis for the police department roofing project. Mr. Mayor, I should move for approval.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman Barzak. Is there any discussion?
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Chapletsky.
This is for the roof on the police department. As I said last time, we're starting something new here. We bond for our streets, but usually we save up the money and pay for our repair of our buildings, which we do have enough money for a traditional asphalt roof. But to bond now for repairs, we're setting a new precedence on spending. And I would hope that this council would not vote in favor of this.
Thank you, Alderman Chapletsky. Are there any other comments on item 19? Okay, seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Rote.
No.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
No.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
8 in favor, 2 opposed.
Motion carries.
That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman
you.
Vitale. Next, we'll do the Public Works Committee. Alderman Barzak.
Mayor Devine. I would like to bring your attention to items number 27 through 35 on tonight's agenda. These are all resolutions that were adopted by the committee. So I move for adoption of the committee's report.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman Reinke. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky. Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
Mayor Devine, that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Barzak. Next, we have the Safety and Development Committee. Alderman Lysick.
Mayor Devine. I refer you to items 36 through 40, 43, and 44, various resolutions and communications, all of them acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report.
Second.
We have a motion with a second by Alderman Vitale. Is there any discussion?
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Chapletsky.
Number 43, now this one came to our committee, the Life and Health Committee, also, which we held. I suppose I should have had this separately, read out separately, but, because we held it in our committee.
This is for the special use. This is not.
This is just- oh,
This is just a special use.
Yeah, I stand corrected.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, Mayor Devine, I'd still like to have that separate, please.
43?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I will move for all of those items with the exception of item 43.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second by Alderman May. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky. Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
I then refer you to item 43. It's a resolution relative to determination of special use for an outdoor extension at Craig's Pub and Eatery located at 7100 West National. It's the item we had the hearing on this evening. Acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption.
Second.
We have a motion and a second by Alderman Vitale. Is there any discussion?
Mayor Devine,
Alderman May?
sounds like there may be some objection. I'm just curious to know what it might be.
Alderman Barzak?
Mayor Devine, when decks and extension of premises came out a while ago, and they were to be for like restaurants only, and they weren't to be where, next to houses, and it just kind of got carried away. And just through my own personal preference, I just don't like them when they're right next to a home. And so I will continue to vote no when they come out and they're next to a house.
Mayor Devine.
Simple as that.
Alderman Lysick?
I'd like to point out that the neighbor that lives in that house did send a letter to the council and indicated that they had no problem with the proposed use, provided that an 8-foot fence was erected, and that is part of this resolution and part of the plan, so fence will be erected. The neighbors have no objection.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Barzak?
just the same neighbor as a renter. Thank you.
Any other discussion?
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Weigel?
This specifically, I think a license was held because we just got in our mailboxes today a police report regarding this location. I don't think we've had a chance to digest the police report, but I will tell you that the 2 offenders share the same last name as the owner of the property. We wanted to take some time to take a look at this and before we made our decision. I can tell you that's why I voted to not approve this, you know. We don't know which way it's going to go finally, but we just got a police report about this address, and we wanted to have time to digest it, so.
Mayor Devine?
President Lysick?
I guess my question would be, you're talking about the license, the liquor license for this property, not the special use. The special use is a separate issue, so whether or not, obviously, if the owner doesn't have the license, the special use is not going to apply to them.
Yep.
So if we pass this evening and you people deny them a license or revoke the license, the special use permit for that particular business is no longer valid. And whoever would take the property over again would have to apply for special use.
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Chapletsky?
Just to piggyback a little bit, Alderman Weigel,
I didn't bring it.
we got the police report, we're going to be calling them in front of us, including the 2 bartenders, if they have license. And it's a bearing on whether we'll allow, because we're talking about extension of premises where they can take alcohol outside, and I think it's very important that, if the inmates are running the asylum, I wouldn't vote to have an extension of premises for them to build this outside. Yes, they still can go out there and smoke, but they can't take their drinks with them. And I think that's the only relevant part on here, so.
If I could, Mr. Mayor?
Attorney Post?
What we have here is sort of the convergence of our ordinances, and they're kind of conflicting. The ordinance on extension of premises, where there's the serving of food, which I think this place does, the all the restrictions that we have in there and the granting of the alcohol license, the extension, none of those things apply. It all goes under the special use, under subsection 10 of that particular ordinance. So by granting the special use here, if in the special use that area lists the sale of alcohol or the service of alcohol beverages in that area, everything is accomplished by approving number 43, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, tonight on the agenda. So what's in front of the License and Health Committee wouldn't have anything to do with either allowing their extension of premises for food and/or alcohol. And then you would simply be dealing with what action, if any, to take against their alcohol license based on the conduct that's in the report. But it wouldn't affect, by granting a special use, you are in effect granting the extension of premises both for food and alcohol at this establishment under our ordinance.
Thank you. Any other discussion?
Mayor Devine,
Alderman May?
the comment was made that the letter was from the renter. Did a letter go to the owner as well, or did it just go to the home address? Where did the letter go for the notification?
I'm going to defer to the city clerk, Monica. I don't know where the letter was addressed to. I got a copy of it in an email, I think we all did.
I saw the letter.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Weigel?
I spoke to one of the authors of the letter, the young lady that lives next door. She's very happy with Craig. She, at first, when I asked her an open-ended question about hours, she thought 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and I mentioned it, well, it's likely would be approved at 10 to 10 p.m. She was okay with that. Her concern was a privacy fence. I want to go back to this police report that we're holding, because apparently, and I haven't had a chance to read it, I'm sorry, I just saw it, we just got this afternoon. It's possible the bartender was drunk. One of the two people involved had to be tased. The idea that right now we might just grant him carte blanche on this extension of premises without giving it due thought. I don't think there's a reason. It can't wait 2 or 3 more weeks until we meet again. I guess we're in the middle of a motion right now, a vote on it, but if we could move to hold this somehow or something, it would make me much more comfortable as the alderman of the area.
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Lysak?
I have no problem if the council would want to take a motion to refer this back, to place it on the table till our next council meeting. I think that might be an appropriate measure, and we can bring it up at the next council meeting. Safety and Development did not have access to that police report. Nothing was brought up at our meeting regarding that, and so none of our members were aware of any of that report. And perhaps that's a flaw in our system that should be addressed when these issues come up. If they're, something in a police report, it should at least be referred to us so that we have it too. So if someone would make a motion, I think...
I'd like to make a motion to send it back to both License and Health and Safety Development for the next council meeting.
This is a Safety and Development issue.
Ours is held already.
Do you need to rescind your motion? Or
So it
is
should
that
be a Safety and
trumpet?
Development Committee
No,
meeting.
that trumps it.
The Trump said, okay.
Yeah, he wants to send it back to the committee.
Okay.
Mr.
There was a motion to send it back to committee
And I seconded
and a
it.
second by Alderman Probst. Is there any other discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Vitale?
the questions really stands in front of us tonight. We approved, the outdoor dining in Sefton Development, but the fact it is, the incurrence, what we have tonight, I think the letter of a police report, but the fact stands, what's really the guilt or the consequences that occur in this bar,
Alderman Vitale?
Yes,
I believe the motion to send back to committee is not debatable,
okay. All
so
right.
we need to vote.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
That's fine, thank you.
Any other discussion? Well, we can't discuss. So, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
That's all, Mayor Devine.
All right, thank you. Okay, next we have License and Health Committee, Alderman Chaplesky.
I'd like to report on items number 49, 52, 53, and 68. These are 3 license and 1 report to either place on file, approve subject to necessary requirements, or just approve, with the exception of number 68, which was to deny. It is voted for this by all 5 members. I'd like to move for this portion, to adopt this portion of the committee's report.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman Barzak. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
We have number 50. This is for an extension of premises. Is voted for approval by 4 members, with 1 member voting present. I'd like to move for adoption of the remainder of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Reinke. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Present.
Chaplesky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
Me.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
9 in favor, none opposed, 1 present.
Motion carries. Thanks, Alderman Chaplesky. Next, we have the Advisory Committee. Alderman
Mayor
Reinke.
Devine. I direct the council's attention to item number 72 on tonight's agenda. It's the appointment of Jessica Lisinski to the Commission on Aging. It was approved by the committee, and I move approval of the appointment. Mayor Devine.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman May. Any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chaplesky. Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
Me.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That's all, Mayor.
Thank you. Concludes our business this evening.
Mayor Devine,
Lysick.
I move that we adjourn until our next regularly scheduled meeting, Tuesday, May 6th at 7 p.m.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Probst. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.